Hey everyone, this is Rolly again. So we're gonna get some battles here. Running my Metagross, Tokus, and Garchomp team again with Garchomp running Fire Blast again. So here we go. So we have Gyarados. So again, this is fine. I'm gonna stay in. This is shield dependent. If I decide to double shield, I can win. They go for crunch, that's okay. I'm gonna let it go through, and they're probably gonna go for an Aqua Tail after this, unless they're running Outrage. So let's see. And this is definitely gonna be. This could be a crunch, but it's more than likely an Aqua Tail. I'm in Aqua Tail range at that point, so there's no reason to waste that energy. And I decide to shield. That way, I'll put it on the balls on their court. Do they want to shield, or do they want to take lead? And I'm okay with losing lead here. I'm gonna go in with Togekiss and farm a little bit, try to get ahead on energy. They're gonna hopefully not throw a crunch because that would make sense. Yeah, Aqua Tail. And what do they come in? They come in with their own Metagross, so that's not good. At this point I know that I'm gonna win the race to Outrage, and obviously I can't bait because I don't have Sand Tomb. But I don't think there's any reason to bait if there's Garchomp against Garchomp. Whoever's ahead on energy is going to get to Outrage first. So definitely just go straight Outrage. So I go straight for the Fire Blast here. Let's see if it lands. And it does. That's always super satisfying to go down with the shield still remaining. I've been noticing a lot of people do not shield Fire Blast on their Metagross. Which is always awesome to land. I'm trying to make sure that move comes in handy against Togekiss, but it seems to be taking out more Metagrosses these days. So again, this is a horrible lead. Magnezone. I'm sick and tired of seeing Magnezone all the time. That's the bane of my existence here in the Master League. So I kind of designed this team to be an anti-Magnezone team as well. So I go straight Earthquake. Does it land? It lands, which is crazy that they let it go through. We have a Haxorus, which is, I know my Togekiss can handle that. And what do we do here? Oh, we just decide to stay in. I know that I'm okay here. I'm already like far ahead by getting rid of Magnezone, so that's like a big reliever. And I can deal with Haxorus if I'm up to shields. I'm not gonna shield this. I'm gonna let it go because I wouldn't win. We either knock out each other at the same time, or I wouldn't win either way. So there's no reason to shield. I can farm down a little bit. My Metagross get ahead on energy, and they're going to throw a Night Slash, so I got to be careful with that. Hopefully they don't get the boost. Do they get the boost? They do not. So I go straight. Meteor Mash will be the play here, because they're going to shield more than likely. Haxorus, it's pretty squishy, but it hits super hard. I don't run into them that often, so don't have much experience how to deal with them, but I think I'm okay here. I'm going to let Dragon Claw go through and see how much it does. It does a huge chunk. That's how big of an attack stat that Haxorus actually has. It almost takes out a lot of my Garchomp. So he gets the boost, which could have been really bad. But he doesn't have any more shields, unfortunately, so it's over. Oh, man. That could have been bad. A Giant Claw or a Night Slash could have taken me out at that point. So a boosted Haxorus, you got to watch out for that. So I'm feeling pretty good here. We're 2-0. So, this team has been working for me. Like, I have been climbing up little by little. I have done horribly with it, but I've also have to keep coming back. And it's that specific moveset. Every time I've changed my moveset on Garchomp, I do horribly. I haven't gotten any 5-0s going with Sand Tomb or Earthquake. But for some reason, Fire Blast is just working. It's just working. So I stick with it. I'm going to stay with it. And I like this team a lot. I love having a Togekiss. I love having a Garchomp, both on the same team. And then Metagross obviously is awesome with the best friend bonus. So I always throw a Meteor Mash first when they switch out to see if they're going to shield or not. If they shield, I usually will go in with my Garchomp. If they don't shield, I'll go in with my Togekiss. But it's also backfired on me. So it just kind of depends. So I think did I get Skull Bashed? I got Skull Bashed. Which was scary because it could have been an outrage. But it's still, Skull Bash is It's still bad. So let's see what happens here. Do they let this go through? They do not. They do. And they can farm me down easily. So I think I come in with Togekiss here. Try to get ahead on energy. They didn't throw. And this is a Waterfall Gyarados, so it's not as good as if it was a Dragon Breath, but it's still fine. I'm pretty ahead on energy, so I can throw my Ancient Power pretty fast. Do I get a boost? No. I'm going to switch, because I know Togekiss can easily handle the Dragonite, and I'm okay with eating a Crunch here. I'm going to try to get to a Meteor Mash. Oh, I don't. So I just pretty much sacked my Metagross. I almost got to Meteor Mash, but I sacked my Metagross in order to make sure I can... I don't know if that was the best play. And I should have let that Crunch go through, because I should save my shield for Dragonite in case it gets to a Hurricane. At this point, I was pretty regretting what I had done, because I felt like they were going to get to Hurricane. And luckily, they do not. I didn't get the boost, but that last charm took out... it must have been the previous charm that had re-registered, because he still had a good chunk left. There's no way that charm did that much. So it was probably registering the charm before it. So here we're going against San Edgardo Ray. And we have a Shadow Metagross Best Buddy, but it's not a Hundo, so I know I'm gonna win CMP. So again, I'm not gonna bait. I'm gonna go straight Meteor Mash. I mean, I'm gonna bait. I'm gonna bait. Even though I said in previous videos and I never bait, that I always go Earthquake. That's not always going to work. And the fact that I know I can win CMP, I feel comfortable. And I decide to do something here that I don't normally do, which is get risky and let a Meteor Mash go through unshielded. So I could have comfortably won this if I shielded this. But I let it go through. And I'm able to get to my Meteor Mash, and I'm like, there's no way they're gonna shield this, but they're also out of Meteor Mash because I'm just winning CMP, and they shielded it, and they had enough for Meteor Mash, obviously, and I have to eat that, and look how much it does. Oh my god, that Shadow Metagross Meteor Mash is insane. Okay, so here we flip and flop back and forth. This is not a good situation. I'm hoping they don't have Fire Blast. They don't. They have Sand Tomb, but the Sand Tomb strategy is to just make sure they get me low, my defense low enough that their Togekiss can be able to. Now their charms are going to be like way more boosted because of my defense is debuffed. Luckily, I'm able to get. I think I do double Ancient Power. We'll see, because now these charms are chunking away pretty fast, and there's not much that my Garchomp can do. But if I get to an Outrage at this point, I can also take it out. So I tried to switch it to Garchomp, but luckily that was enough to take it out. So that was a good game. Yeah, that was tricky. Well, if they had Fire Blast, that would have taken out my Togekiss. That would have been a different story. Because I didn't shield it. I don't expect anyone to have Fire Blast. I have run into a Fire Blast Garchomp as well. And it's always like... It's like when you're driving your car, you see somebody driving the same car, you give each other the look as you drive by. That's the kind of luck I gave that person with the same Garchomp, the Fire Blast Garchomp, the nerve. All right, let's see. So this is not good. This is a Dragon Breath Gyarados. Obviously, it's going to chunk away at my Garchomp. And they go Aqua Tail. I shield it because I want to try to land an Outrage. Or I want to make sure I take both their shields. So let's see what happens here. I land it, and the thing with Garchomp is that at least when you're running two nukes in these situations, there's not much you can do but get farmed down because your Mudshot's not doing anything to a flying type. Let's see here. Let's see. Do they land a Crunch on me? Do they land a Crunch? They do. Takes off a huge chunk, but I'm just going to commit to the farm down. I'm going to see what's... They have their own Garchomp. So I think I'm going to land a Meteor Mash. They're going to probably shield. Meteor Mash does a lot to Garchomp, even though it's not super effective, and it's... Let's see. Okay, I'm able to land or to catch an Outrage. I'm assuming, yeah. If I remember correctly, it was an Outrage, which is great. They're probably trying to take out my Metagross with Outrage, which means they were probably running Earthquake or they were running Fire Blast because they're getting to Outrage first, and that was going to be enough to take on my Metagross. I get to the Flamethrower here. This is huge because at this point I was kind of worried that there's no way I'm going to win this match, and I'm able to, I think, land another last minute Meteor Mash. Thankfully. So if they didn't have Sandtomb. If they had Sandtomb, they would have gone Sandtomb first. They would have taken me out there. But they didn't have a Sandtomb, and they would have Sandtombed my Togekiss more than likely, just so that whatever's in the back does more damage. So that was a good game. Luckily, they were running a double nuke Metagross as well. And we go 5-0. 5-0 gets me back into 2600s. Oh my god, this would have been amazing. Shiny. Still looking for that shiny dino like everyone else. So let's see, where do we end up here? We end up at 2653. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed those battles. We're going to keep trying to climb up, see how far we can get up to rank 10, hopefully this season. Like and subscribe if you like the content. I'll see you next time.